A man whose whole life has been given to his country's sake.
Where will you fall when he weigh you out? How will you respond when it's time to face a trial? Where will you fall when he weigh you out? How will you respond when it's time to face a trial? Got the whole world in court, it's got its date announced. And they pay bail so you can't afford to be hanging out. Your deeds are on a scale, which side is taken down? In Revelations, he's in your book, can't erase it out. Cause he's your witness, defended, also will take you down. But he did it through many, that's who would make the crowd. And now you at the hearing, and they don't make a sound. Where you can't claim that you didn't hear what he say is out. Here on Judgment Day, like the day you're out, was a choice that was made, your judgment was phasing out. A self-accusing spirit, you try to shake and drown with entertainment, but now you can't run away, it's loud. Voices of shame interfering with your predicament. The voices that came with your sentence when you was innocent. The voice you were afraid of, you block it cause ignorance is bliss. The voice that ate up your mind, devoured by guiltiness. You can claim to be of the righteous, it's more intense for them cause you held to a higher standard than just a citizen. Open to the public, they watch as your trials presented, then the best you could do is testify God's intervention. And where will you fall when he weigh you out? How will you respond when it's time to face a trial? Where will you fall when he weigh you out? How will you respond when it's time to face a trial? Where will you fall when he weigh you out? How will you respond when it's time to face a trial?
Faith in God, faith in man.
What makes you think you wouldn't be tried? Maybe you forgot, maybe you done thought cause you said his name he'd excuse you all. Maybe you done thought cause it isn't easy for you, it's hard. Every generation was charged to pay their dues, the cost. Take for instance, followers of the prophet, the days they used to walk in the hot sands of the Sahara, no water, you would starve. Miracles right under their nose like springs that grew Hagar. Right under their nose like the oil today that boom they profits. Most of these prophets are with some fugitives, hunted down for what they had taught. So some of them are martyrs, they weren't popular with the crowd. And some of them had lost it all, but refused to curse a lot or dispute their hardship. Last but not least, you seen the slaves, they suffered through it the hardest and the longest. Children still struggling, but it's used as honor. So if you think what you doing hard, then I beg your pardon. They went through it so you won't have to, so now you do your part. And where will you fall when he weigh you out? How will you respond when it's time to face a trial? Where will you fall when he weigh you out? How will you respond when it's time to face a trial? Dissecting your life story will break you down, but the wise know it's all good, that's the way to out. Spelled it all out for you before your face pronounced, but that's just manifestation from a page from a while ago. You think this broadcasted live, but it was pre-recorded. See, it was written, screen looked over, then re-aborted. It's the trial that is needed for all to see in order to justify where he got you, make the scale equal for you. Where will you fall when he weigh you out? How will you respond when it's time to face a trial? Where will you fall when he weigh you out? How will you respond when it's time to face a trial?